Hi everyone, Jessica here from Stitching Colours. Welcome or welcome back. Today is the 5th of August and I'm here to give you an update on what I have been working on over the last week. This is Flosstube number 29. Wow. Really getting up there. I have worked on 6 pieces over the last week, and while I haven't got as much stitching as I would like done, I have got a bit. So I'm pretty happy with my progress. There was one night that I didn't stitch, and I think some of that is I'm still fighting to get over this cold, but that's alright. So without further delays, here's the first project I've been working on. You should be seeing it where you saw it last time, and that is Planets Align, which is the number 6 of the Planets Align series, and this is charted by Tilton Crafts. This is also based under the Common Creative License. So this is stitch 25 count 1/1, and here's where we're at now. This got 1588 stitches on it, which means I am at the bottom of where I'm going to stitch to. I'm just trying to get much in. So you see where the grass is at the bottom? There's meant to be another, I think there's meant to be another 20 rows beneath it, but when I first started doing it, I decided to crop that bit off the bottom, and I had a few rows I think that I cropped off the top as well. So all in all, I took off about 10,000 stitches just because it was more essentially window dressing around the outside of it, and I kind of felt like it didn't really need that much more sky at the top, as you can see, or on the other end, more grass at the bottom. So that was a decision I made early on, but I did leave enough fabric at the end for the bottom in case I decided to stitch those extra stitches, but I'm pretty happy with where it is and where it finishes. So that is the first page of the bottom row of pages that has been finished. So I've worked out that I need to do another 1,000 stitches every week for the rest of the year, and then I will have this one finished for the end of the year, which was the goal all along, which is awesome. So that will probably be my Saturday piece from here on out until the end of the year. So be aware that you're probably going to see it every week and every update. The next piece I have to show you is the Mythical Alphabet stitch along. This is the 2020 Pain Free Crafts stitch along, and it was based on artwork by Stanley Morrison. So this one is stitched on 28 count 2/2, and it has a lot of fractionals and things like that in the letters, so you should be seeing where you saw it last time. And this one got, the Planets Align last week, it got 1,588 stitches on it. Sorry, completely forgot to mention that, I think. And this Mythical Alphabet got 550. So this is the top half, which you would have already seen has been completed. And then the bottom half, just moving it up a little bit to make it a little bit more visible. I have finished the Pegasus now. So I've finished all of the borders at the bottom. So I've just got the letters to go, and I'm making really good progress on these. So I've worked out that if I do 2 a month, I can have this finished for the end of the year. I'm not quite sure whether I will quite get 2 done a month. Just depends on my goals and progress on other pieces. But it's exciting knowing that this could be a finish for the end of this year or early next year. The next piece I have is, we'll just go in order, is a new start. So this is Autumn Dragon, and this is a Heaven and Earth Designs piece, and it is based on the artwork by Sheena Pike. So this one I did start a little bit different than how I normally start, because I had a slight mishap when I started it, in that I started on the horn, as you can see up here. Unfortunately, when I did so, I had the fabric ran the wrong way. I had it as landscape rather than portrait, which the piece is. So I frogged about 300, nearly 400 stitches when I realised, and then went, I'm going for a centre start. I can't deal with doing those horns again straight away. So here it is now. You can see there's not that much done on it, but for a little bit of a closer look, here we go. So that is now at 912 stitches, and this will get a bit more progress and work on it before I put it away for a little bit of time. Not really. I don't tend to put many pieces away for long. It's just I'd like to have a bit more progress on it as a new start. And that is 25 count, stitched 1 over 1, and I'm happy with the progress so far. Just could wish that I didn't have to frog those 300 stitches, because it would be 1200, not 900. Okay, I have 3 more pieces, and I've only got 2 here. Hi everyone, I'm back, and I found a little kitty cat. Here's Luna. She's not all that impressed to be here, but I found her. Okay, bye. She didn't knock off the tripod when she jumped right in front of it. Great start. Okay, so I've now got 3 pieces in front of me and 3 pieces left, which is great. Okay, the next piece I have to show you is a lavender and lace, and this is Celtic Summer. So this got 813 stitches on it, and I'm really happy with my progress on it. I could wish for a little bit more. She is stitched on 28 count Jolie linen by Chromatic Alchemy, and this came in the 2021 Advent box. So you should have seen where you've seen it, and you've seen the whole piece now. But here is mainly where I was working on her. So I filled in a little bit more along here and got this purple filled in as well. So it's still missing the gold accent little stars in it in that area, but it's coming along quite nicely. I think I've probably got another 3,000 cross stitches left to go on it, and then I've got quite a few beads to add into the bottom bit. The next one I have, second last piece, is the Halloween Afghan piece that I'm working on, and I'm working on the 3rd page of the piece on the top row, and I was working on the pumpkin. So this got 938 stitches on it, and unlike most people who are working on this Afghan, I decided that instead of using it as an actual Afghan, because I've got Luna and she molts a lot of white fur everywhere, that I would instead turn it into a wall hanging. So, and when I decided that I would rather not stitch over 2 on the 20 count that I bought for it, and I would instead stitch over 2 on a 28 count fabric. So this is a grey fabric that's pretty close to what is called for, and this one got 938 stitches on it, and here's where we're seeing now. You should have already seen where you saw it last time, but pretty much I just was working in this pumpkin. So if you have a closer look at this pumpkin, you can see I've got the stuff, half of the mouth kind of in there, and an eye, and I've just got a bit more filling in to finish the other half of the pumpkin. It's looking really cool, and I think page 3 is the middle bit of across the top row of pages, because there is the other bird, and then it kind of uses this pumpkin bit as the reflection kind of. So I'm really happy with the progress. I need to get a bit more done on it, and I'm a little bit behind where I was hoping to be with having a page done a month, but it's coming along quite nicely, and I keep having new starts and working on other pieces rather than this one, so it's just one of those things. Okay, I have one last piece to show you, and this is Archer. This is a pain-free crafts piece. Oh, the Halloween Afghan is by Stony Creek, by the way. And okay, so this last piece I have is a pain-free crafts piece called Archer, and this is stitched on 25 count 1/1. That is my preference for full coverage pieces, and this got 820 stitches on it, and you should be seeing where you saw it last time, but here is where we're up to now. So I am loving how she's looking. So this is based on artwork by Ismira, and as you'll probably be able to see, I was just working on bringing this page down. So I'm really happy with how she's coming along, and she is at over 50% now, or I think she's at 51%. So lots more sky to go, and then the lower half. And if you want to see what the lower half looks like, Stitching Addicted is working on this piece as well, and she has started at the bottom and worked her way up. She's about at 50% as well, so you should be able to, you know, if you take a cropped image of this half and take a cropped image of her half, then you can probably add them together and see how they're going to look stitched in the end, because we're both doing it on 25 count 1/1. I've seen a few other people working on it on Facebook, and I just can't believe how amazing she looks and how much she seems to be an undiscovered piece. I haven't seen that many people working on it overall, and she is spectacular. It's one of the things I love about pain-free crafts patterns. They are in some ways a really good proof, I guess, along with tilt and craft pieces, that you don't need to stitch a piece that's 999 by 999 to get a really good piece. Admittedly, this doesn't have as much detail, or I should say as much little fine details like what you typically see done on some of these pieces that people are working on at 999 stitches wide, like the Amy Stewart bookshelves, but she's 95,000 stitches total, I think. 94,000, something like that. So to have her look so amazing and detailed is a really good reflection on Pain Free Crafts as a charting company, and I guess that's also a reflection on the images that they choose to chart from artists as well. So I'm not saying that I don't like other artists and other charting companies, but Pain Free Crafts seem to be relatively one of the lesser known companies. I'm guessing it's because they are in the UK rather than the USA, but they do some amazing patterns. I've got quite a few of their patterns, and as much as I try and tell myself I'm always looking at more of their patterns. So just one of those things. Anyway, I will leave you all to it. I hope you're having a good weekend and that your week has gone well. Thank you for watching, and bye.